Hey guys, it's Horizons here. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out one of my streams. I stream Monday through Friday on twitch.tv/horizonsman, and if you enjoy this video, please hit that like button or subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to know when I'm going live on Twitch, go to www.twitter.com/horizonsman to find out anytime that I go live. Now, let's just go ahead and get right on into today's gameplay.
Meet your fate.
Sugar gold.
I love this animation right here. 3, 2, oh. I'm part of politics that carries. Only police that carries guns are S019s, and they are come out when they are really needed. Oh yeah, I mean I have strong feelings about all of this stuff. I have strong feelings about people who are screaming, "Don't defund the police," when the defunding that's happening is not really affecting the normal day-to-day operations of most officers. I'm not going to say that there aren't some officers that are having issues with it. I'm not going to say that. But, you know, getting rid of artillery-style vehicles, like ones that can withstand full mortar shells, why do the police need that? That don't make sense to me. Bulletproof? Absolutely. Tank-proof? You're But again, politics, difference of opinions. No issues with the extremists who want to take defunding. I have issues with extremists who want to take defunding too far. Some of the lesser aggressive measures have merit though. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying take away officers' hours. By no means. But there are professionals that can handle certain tasks so that the officers can deal with more pressing matters. You know, like in our neighborhood, we have issues with people doing noise ordinance disturbances. So people being loud when they're not supposed to be, and we call the officers to come, you know, take care of it, because that's what we've been told by our HOA to do. Well, I mean, that's a job that can easily be handled by somebody else. You know? But right now, the only people who handle it are officers. Where the f am I going? Unarmed community service officers should at least go out to a car. To a car. Yeah. There are licensed professional counselors that can take care of domestic disturbances. Most of them. Not all of them. I'm not saying that somebody who's holding their wife or husband hostage. No, it's obviously past the point. But there's a lot that, you know, can be handled by grief counselors or other counselors that have been trained in how to de-escalate the situation without any sort of violence. So I think, I mean, when I think of defund the police, that's what I think of. getting rid of the non-essential extras that the police don't necessarily need, because it starts to become a military presence with some of the stuff that they've purchased for their officers. Yeah. Air Jackson is easy to spot because they wear bright neon yellow shirts. They're still part of the sheriff's office. Done. You know, we have we usually have retirees here in Orlando that aren't really suited for some of the jobs that I just mentioned, but I mean they help with like car accidents or something like that. Yeah. And I know the officers are overworked. I know that they're underpaid. I understand and agree. But like I said, maybe take some of those responsibilities that they may not be trained. Like the training course for an officer is, I can't remember what the fact was. It was something about like a couple of months, and you're trained as an officer, but it takes, you know, a counselor to de-escalate a situation like 4 years. Their shirts are almost blinding. Yeah, you can always tell the community service here in Orlando. It's, they got the green and yellow lights on their car. But yeah, these are the ranting, raving, the rantings of a 36-year-old living in Orlando. What do I really know? Is there fall damage in this game? Yes, there is. The reason that a lot of the falls haven't really damaged me is because I've actually unlocked a perk that reduces fall damage and makes it so that it's not, pretty much not even a thing, except for really, really high falls. Yes, there is fall damage. Nice change of topic there. Vena Ruga? Vena Ruga. Better be careful, Gator. I might start talking with a Scandinavian accent. Then I'll be really screwed.
This looks like the right place. I swear, dwarves would choose riddling over rutting.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go here first and grab this flight point. And then the other thing is Ranger. You see that straw pile there? Assassins can do a thing called a leap of faith, which allows them to dive high distances into either water or hay bales or hay piles that break their fall. Like you'll see here. Right there, dive straight in.
There's the seed and the mountain's rocky grip. Some heat may free it from its shell. out route until I get it into some water. Before it takes hold.
Yep.
Let's see what you can make of these, Ivaldi.
So you'll see here, huge distance. There is a hay pile down there. I'm fine. Actually, there's a flower pile. Same difference. Alright, so...
I should be cautious around here.
So there's a door down. Is it down there? No. Where was that door? It's below me right here. Huh. Is there, thing just went through here? No, not there. Special room in here. How do I get to it? Like that. Oh, the level up in this game is pretty quickly done. Yep. Yeah, I'll just fast travel. Now we got those three. Yeah, the leveling up is pretty cool. What I like is that once you find a weapon, you can just keep leveling up that weapon if you really enjoy it. And then once it gets up to the highest power, or if you like the look of a certain armor or the buffs that it gives you, you can just keep leveling it up along with your character. I like that. I like that. Jeez, it's already 8 o'clock. Is that right? It is right. Jeez. It feels like we just started not too long ago. Maybe an hour had gone by. Not 2. There's a cave.
see you, old friend.
Where the hell is the entrance? Is that it right there? That's it right there. Yeah, I've got 8 points to use to level up right now, which means I should be over 100 now. Should be. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Oh, and by the way, Beardy, you were asking about the husky earlier, or the wolf earlier. There is a quest that gives you man's best friend, which does sick a wolf on your enemy. They don't show up next to you, but it does call them and they do attack. Here it is. Found it. You were mentioning earlier about wanting a wolf. That's about as close as you're going to get.
Ah, I know a cat's footfall when I hear one.
I found everything you asked for. How soon can you finish this unbreakable cord?
As soon as it wants to be made. You cannot rush this kind of magic. It flows with a speed all its own.
Find me as soon as it's ready.
By the way, after we spoke of the Hugr, a cousin came by with his own spirit tale. I don't trust coincidence, so this one's free.
What did he say?
He told me his sister's husband Borin drank a mead brewed in Jotunheim, and it sent his Hugr into a goat.
The spirit of a dwarf in the body of a goat?
Stranger still, his sister didn't even notice.
Heavy!
Don't drag me into this.
The tower is nearly finished.
Do not fret. The final hours are ticking down.
Not fast enough. I feel the jaws of a trap closing upon me.
Knowing you are in a trap is the first step to avoiding it.
You don't care if I'm married off to this builder, do you?
Not particularly. There will be no marriage.
Have no fear, Freya. Whatever things transpire today, you marrying the builder will not be among them.
At least have the sense to admit you betrayed my trust.
I was wrong to use you like that. I will confront the builder and pry the truth out of him.
A limp apology, but it will suffice for now. Once the builder is dealt with, turn your spear on Loki. Every chance he had, he dug us deeper into this mess.
That's Loki.
If Loki is up to something, I will see to it that he is punished. Blood oath be damned.
Loki. Well, it's all about Loki. Everything that's happened is because of Loki. Now we'll kill from there. Lead. Okay, and surprise, loot chest. Cool. Alright, what do we do? Enter the builder's tower. Okay. Now we have 10 points. Let's go ahead and use our skills here. Is there a skill? Terror. Battlefield cremation. Lightbow combo. Warrior takedown. Perfect attack. Sprint bash. Adrenaline fiend. Arrow volley. What is this one here? It's apparently something else. Parry damage. I'm gonna go start some ironstone cooking while I have you up. That's fine. Honor bow combo. Emergency aim. I'm trying to see if there's a bow arrow reinforcement. I'm trying to find out if there is a explosive arrow. Ground bolts. Oh, I like that one. Oh, there's another one down here. Assassin's Cantrip. Explosive Corpse. Miasma. Brush with Death. Predator Bow Combo. Counter Roll. Heavy Dual Wield. Oh, I want that. Heavy Dual Wield. Terror. We're back to the beginning. So, we're going to go for Dual Wield of heavy weapons. That seems like a worthwhile thing, right? 1, 2, 3. Dual Wield! Oh boy. That means Moonlight's coming back on the menu. We have Moonlight and Sepulture. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Came out of nowhere. Let's go. So there's no explosive arrows, but I'll take. I will take dual wield. Really? Trapped is where I am. So there's steps. It might be over there, but I'm too lazy. Flowers. Did he build that tower? Or was that tower there? I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember. The 21st night of September. I'm gonna get a DMCA because I'm singing a song without a license. Please land in the water. Please land in the water. So there is fall damage. I told you. Didn't believe me. Go cook your iron. Go this way. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Song's gonna be stuck in my head now. Struck by lightning, roundly right. He's also strong. definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So let's do this! I don't... Was that tower there? Asking for a friend. Oh look, this guy. Oh look, it's unknown number. Oh look, it's that Lord guy. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a second to figure out, remember. Took me a moment there. Funny enough that you are here though, because we did have a question for you.
Like what you see? Quite the tower.
Oh, he's gonna trap us, isn't he? Oh look, it's me, Orlando. I'm gonna take that, and that, and anything else I got?
All lends me strength.
Ranger and I were wondering if you would mind if the FNSS crew hopped on your server on Friday.
Where's my queen?
For the Friday Night show.
You're finished. The tower is functional.
One rune remains, which I shall inscribe after I am wet.
Who helped you complete the work, Builder?
Sorry, NPC
You could not have managed so quickly on your own.
For the Friday Night Shit Show, would you mind if the Friday Night Shit Show crew hopped onto your Conan server,
now,
sir?
Where is Freya? I'm tired of waiting.
Outside help. Interesting choice of words.
Hail, Harvey! Hail, Builder!
We bring you your bride.
Freya, my beloved.
Not at all. Go for it. All right.
Why does she leer so wickedly?
That's how she always looks. She hungers for you.
She's starved, Builder. Hungry for you. Eager to consume you like a moist and dainty morsel.
Splendid. She'll be pleased to know I have an appetite to match her own. Our union will be a feast of the senses.
Enough chatter. We have upheld our end of the bargain. Will you finish your work?
I'm sorry, but I've never seen such wild eyes. Why does she look so feral?
It's the wolf. She hasn't slept.
Since hearing of your offer, she has not closed her eyes. She fears what she might miss in the abyss of comforting sleep.
This is no dream, my love. It is all quite real. Speak and tell me you agree.
Quit stalling and kiss her, Dungmeat! Consummate your betrothal!
Yes, a kiss. A brief taste to whet my appetite.
Or it's Loki.
Delicious. Your lips are two pillows on a bed of rain rose petals.
And yours are cold and rough as unpolished stone.
What trickery is this?
Is something wrong?
Her voice! It's hideous!
I have been told it has a seductive quality.
By a wolf.
Treachery! Bring me the real Freya or my offer is withdrawn!
I'll bring myself.
I know I
if you
didn't have to
don't mind.
ask, but it's your server. I'm not going to assume anything.
Freya, you don't need
You have next to nothing, Esir. Only this useless monument to your ineptitude. You've been a good boy, Thor. Don't gamble your winnings. And you, Havi. You tried to avoid responsibility by not making a choice, but that was a choice in itself, and look where it has brought us.
You've been ill-used.
We have taken you for granted, it is true. That ends now.
Has this sad spectacle been for my sake alone? I've seen better drama on the festering carcass of a dead pig.
Finish your work, or suffer.
No Freya, no shield.
To Helheim with him, Harvey. I know where he keeps his enchanted paint.
Show me. Thor, Tyr, watch our guest closely. Freya, I hope we will have words when this is done.
Why do you still wear Freya's form?
A reminder of who's at
Like the video I
stake.
did when you... Yes,
Change back.
it was very funny.
This is the
I saw it on
second.
your Facebook as
Where do
well.
we go now?
I don't know. I didn't say I was watching him every moment.
So you do not know where he kept his supplies?
They must be nearby. He never left this area. Mostly never.
Now that we're Facebook friends.
What do you see?
You guys are even friends for a little bit on it. Yep. Yep. See, the thing is your real name is close enough that I immediately know who you are. I was Ryzen, so... Ryzen, H, whatever. Oh, there's a cave here.
We have found the worm's lair.
Shapeshifters!
More deception. The builder will suffer for this.
Cards, there are boots. There's a door further in. Help me smash it.
Hold, Loki. We need to talk.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What is it, Harvey?
So, oh, hold on.
Loki?
I'll wait until this cutscene.
Did you know this
I'll
builder
let
before
everybody
we
in the
met
chat
him
know.
at Heimdall's tower?
Did I know him? As in friends? Or know of him?
Did you invite him here?
I did, yes. He rescued my son from Jotunheim, so I agreed to bring him here and help him find work. That's all.
Make this right, Loki, or the blood oath that binds me is forfeit. For you and your son, is that clear?
As a cloudless sky, High One.
So, Merlin Magic Making is the company that I work for. And they actually have an Instagram page. They posted a video on Friday of last week showing some of the projects and stuff that we work on in the shop that I'm actually in. And they do show me for like a fraction of a second. Blink and you'll miss it type moment. But if you're ever curious about the stuff that I do, on creative things that I do for the company, check out Merlin's Magic Making on Instagram, and you'll see videos or photos occasionally
More
that
deal.
show you kind of an inside look into what we do.
That's cold comfort. A quiet crossing might be best. Devious blood.
Right, Mudra.
Loki, slay these shapeshifters.
I love that it's dual wield. Oh, look, we got a chest. Oh, you're fine, okay.
Is that all of them?
I hope so. Let's get the paint and go.
Yeah.
I have the paint.
Then let us fade like shadows in the light.
I'm gonna try and do a name change for this account, something similar to Lando, so not much confusion. Yeah. I mean, you could also try and figure out your old account, but you said you weren't.
Yes, we've underestimated him.
On your advice, find some way to hinder his efforts, or I will offer you as his price.
I live to serve, Raven Feeder.
Raven Fear. Okay. It's weird. Howdy. Are you coming back, Ranger? I just asked Lando, he's right there in chat, Fanon number. He said we are good to go if we want to use the server.
Stay right there, Builder. We're not finished with you.
You survived my trap. How disappointing.
Invaders from Jotunheim. We slaughtered them all.
Buri's ballsack. Can I kill him now?
We do not need this honor cheat. We will complete the tower ourselves.
My Hugr makes it work. I am bound to it through the magic of your realm.
You perverted our sacred waters. We have every reason to kill you.
Well reasoned. They should call you the god of hindsight, all-knowing after the fact.
I will finish the inscription. Builder, you stay with me. You others go.
Elhas, for protection.
It's a trap.
You gutless worm, slayer of my kin, oath breaker, spirit taker. I didn't build this tower to keep your enemies out. I built it to keep you in. You thought you could slay my people without punishment or price? You and your slab had it done.
Ow.
Their lives were the price of their arrogance. His head is lost. How do I reach it? I could get a better shot at his head from above. Damn it. Missed. Almost.
Jesus. Okay, well that helps. being sarcastic there, Ranger?
You shape the 9 worlds, but you do not control them.
Control them. I only wish to survive them.
Your bones will form the cornerstone of a new world ruled by Jotun.
Your time has passed. There's no turning back, Resistance.
If our doom is assured, I will ensure that you share it.
There it is. You thought you should just squirt your face on? Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Is the Jotun dead?
And his magic dies with him. Does that worry you, trickster?
A little bit. Worries him just a little bit.
What are you implying?
Were you behind this? You dishonorable truth-tangler.
What do you know of honor, Freya? You've bedded more men than all the halls in Midgard.
You're a fine one to talk of sexual appetites. You fathered a wolf cub.
I'll not hear a lecture from the Lord of Petty Rules, who stiffens at the thought of laying down the law. And before you threaten to brandish your hammer, Thor, remember, without it, you'd be no better than a troll. Only twice as stupid.
Oh! You festering ballsack swollen with the foulest drippings of Ymir's corpse. No oath is worth this abuse.
But you won't break it, Harvey. You cannot. All your efforts to evade destiny will only fling you further along its course. If you're not careful, you may be the author of your own destruction.
Leave him. He will do little harm while his son remains captive.
A mouthful of iron would put a stop to his babbling.
What now, wise one? We have returned to the place from which we set out. Ragnarok is coming, and we are no safer.
There may be a solution in Jotunheim. Hugger magic, they call it. I will travel there to see it for myself. Until I have the final binding, Loki's son must not leave that island. In time, it shall serve as a sanctuary for all wolves.
I will watch over him, as one of my own kin.
Then I'll leave the realm in your capable hands, my queen. If my own are empty when I return, I will accept destiny with both.
Okay. Use the gate to Jotunheim. I had a feeling, Ranger, that he was a frost giant because I'm not gonna say I'm an expert, but I'm up on my Norse mythology through the Marvel movies. B, there's a book series that I really enjoy called the Iron Druid Chronicles, and that explores Norse mythology pretty heavily. This has been one long drunken tooth trip. It's a pretty elaborate dream. That's what I'm saying, man. Literally, all three of you said almost the exact same thing at the same time. Or Lando, are you doing the "you're a long induced drunken trip"? Are you doing that one? Is that what you're trying to go for?
No!
Come on, reindeer. You can go down steps. It's not that hard. You play up here, yeah. Okay. Alright then. Your mom goes to college. Who rides a deer like a horse? The Norse. Duh. Also Santa, sometimes, when he can't use his sleigh. It's true. Watch the Santa Claus. It shows you. Javi does. Plus, it's not just any deer. It's true. It's what's going on? He was fighting me. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna take that. Yep. Thank you. Any other meds in the area? No? Nothing? Alright, well, we're gonna die. But let's die with honor! Quest completed, the big finish. Is this gonna be the big finish? It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Oh, you know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? That guy. Hey, she's back. We are back.
Welcome back. Your face is bright, and
That
your
was
eyes
2 hours
seem
worth
clear.
of drug
Tell
induced
me of everything you have seen.
visions.
I have been to Asgard, the seat of the gods.
I saw it through Odin's eyes.
I saw through Odin's eyes, just as you said. In every vision,
know
I
for-
inhabited his form, lived as he
Sure,
once lived.
it's that guy.
In his body, I was myself.
For
I was carried
sure,
by his
that is
winds.
that guy. I get you.
His thoughts
I
were
get
as
you.
known to me as my own. We were two, but we existed as one.
And what have you learned?
More than learned, I felt it. I felt everything. His fears and doubts, his loves and passions.
Incredible. What else?
I consorted with Loki.
I consorted with
Ba-dum.
Loki, the trickster. We quarreled often, as siblings. But soon our fights grew dark. When he revealed he had sired a wolf cub, my rage was unbound.
Because he had hid the truth from you?
Yes, because he knew that wolves were not allowed in Asgard. He flaunted my command.
Perhaps this was the purpose of your vision. To overcome an inner fear and find forgiveness in your heart.
Maybe. Before my vision ended, I was seized by great purpose. I devised a plan, a voyage to Jotunheim. And then, I awoke.
Interesting. Was there anything else?
I feared the start of
I
Ragnarok.
heard a prophecy, warning of Ragnarok, the destruction of the world, the end of all time. And the Nornir, they warned me of the great wolf Fenrir, and how he hungered for my blood. But there was something else. Hope. I was undaunted by the coming cataclysm.
Perhaps this aspect of your vision inspires bravery. Truly, you are touched by the gods. Was there more?
Can't say anything more.
There was nothing more. Nothing of great significance. The dream has faded.
Eivor, Your visions are unlike any I have encountered. Leave me now. I must think on what you have shared.
All right. So going deeper. What is the going deeper? One set of dreams explored. It is time to venture into the next. Yeah. No, I'm good for the moment. Now that we know what that does, we're gonna hold off on that. Yeah, no. Could have sold that segment as a DLC. EA would have. So that's what I was talking about earlier, Ranger. Is that Odyssey and Origins both had DLCs that dealt with either the afterlife or gods or something. So in Origins, it was the fields of Asphodel. Might be wrong in the pronunciation there, but it was all the Egyptian gods, Set and Osiris, and all of those. And then in Odyssey, once you've completed the main story, you can start a quest to find Atlantis, and Atlantis is where all the Roman gods are. Hades and Zeus and Hera, all of them. And so in this one, because they focus on the Norwegian and the Scandinavian descent, then that's why they're doing Asgard, because it fits in there. So yes, I'm surprised that was not a DLC. I'm surprised that was not an in-game thing. That's the first time that they've done that, where it was not an in-game event. The word I'm looking for? End, not in, but end game. Which does make me curious as to what the end game content will be, or the DLC will be, because I do have the season pass for it.
All my pieces are good, but that one's very
ready for God's Horizon. No, they have the same defined meanings. Roman names. Okay, Greek, Roman. Yes.
I must take my leave. So long.
Yes.
Fight well, Eivor.
Alright, so we're gonna go. We've got time maybe for one more good quest. So we're gonna go over here. Where is it at? Which one has something closer that we can access? They're both about the same from north. Let's do Beowulf. Lando, I've read enough Percy Jackson books. I know about the Greek and Roman. And yes. Yes. Key here is Horizon has read too many books. That's the key takeaway there. Really, do I need to fast travel to the harbor to bring my boat here? Percy Jackson actually does a great job. They do. They really do. Rick Riordan does a fantastic job with actually all of the religions, or all of the gods, because he has a series. He has a series based on Egyptian mythology. He has a series based on the Roman, one based on the Greek, and
Bring
then
the
one on
mast down.
the Norwegian. Rick Riordan. He does. I'm going to say it's more classified as a young adult novel. I'm sure you've heard of Percy Jackson and the Lost Olympians. They did do 2 movies based on his books. They're actually working on a TV series for Disney Plus at the moment. And like I said, he's got a whole book series. I mean, I don't know if you would enjoy it, Ranger, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. I've read almost every single one of the books. I'm behind on Magnus and Chase, which is the Viking, the Norwegian one. For the Kane Chronicles, I've read all of those. Percy Jackson one, I've read all of those. Lost Heroes of Olympus, I've read almost all of those. You don't get how much. It's kind of in this. I hate to put it like this because it's not really true. It's kind of written in the same tone as like a Harry Potter book, meaning that it's meant for young adults, but adults can enjoy it as well. Yeah, he is technically a young adult, but man, if you want to learn some stuff about Greek or something with a great modern twist, really great series. Oh yeah, all of them. Love the films. Seriously, if Beardy, if you enjoyed the films, read the books, or or do audiobook of the books. They're really good. He did a good job of them. There's another author, like I said earlier, the Iron Druid Chronicles. Kevin Hearn is the author's name. That series follows mainly just the Norwegian.
We know it's the Danes. It's always the damn Danes. Make them pay Verguld for the dead that now litter the fields.
You read the books?
Show sense, please. What would the Danes gain from the slaughter of poor farmers?
Yes. Lost Hero.
Look! There's a filthy Dane now! Why don't we ask?
Shit, now I gotta look it up.
You slaughtered my
Oh,
best
shit.
cow, you beat!
Rick. So, his book series, over 20 young adult novels, including the Percy Jackson the Olympian series, the Heroes of Olympus, the King Chronicles, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Trials of Apollo. He's also got two other series, 39 Clues and Tres of Navarre, which I haven't read those, but the other ones I have. At least the first couple of books, if not the whole series, and they're fantastic. And you're not one to read, so it must be good.
I did not touch your herd.
You fools are making this worse.
Take that, lady. Fight. Three against one is not a fair fight. And I don't have any health to heal. Fighting the
These
Yakuza
Saxons
a little
fight
bit.
like mad dogs to protect their own. I cannot blame them.
Thank you for staying your hand, stranger. What is your name?
Eivor, of the Raven clan in Mercia.
Wolfhilda, Abbess of Barking, and Inquirer into Mysteries.
Are we here for the same reason, I wonder?
Aye, to look upon devil's work. But why would a Dane from upriver care what happens to Saxon farmers?
If there is a rabid wolf or bear on the prowl, I would see it dead. Blame often falls on my folk for such carnage.
Well and good, Eivor of the Raven clan. Take a look at the maulings, and tell me what manner of rabid beast did these things.
I could start with the dead cows. Bite marks, but not from any beasts I know. The corpse is covered in a strange mold, though the wounds are fresh. You there! What befell this poor beast?
Danes befell it.
How can you be sure?
It was Hrothgar's war band. They're holed up in that old church, working their misery upon us.
Warriors do not often go about slaying milk cows. Besides, I've heard talk of a beast on the loose. Blood. blood, still wet as dew. Where does it lead?
I saw it, all big and hairy, staggering across the moor. Giants aren't real. You saw the devil himself taking his tithes to hell.
Sunan, guide me. You are brave ones for getting so close to this awful sight.
I saw it, warrior. I did. The night it happened. I saw it all.
What did you see? A wolf? A bear? Maybe a rabbit hound?
It was a jotun, as straight as a tree. And it laughed while it ripped and teared. It yelled out its name. Grendel.
Oh. Well, okay. Found it.
By the gods, what manner of beasts flung that poor Creed chap here to its doom? What sort of beast leaves glistening mold over freshly killed prey? Yet that woman blamed the Hrothgar and his band of Danes. Were the killer's men? Whoever it was, they were mighty enough to get a mauled beast corpse onto a rooftop. But that little girl said the creature was a giant, calling itself Grendel. This may be the work of a band of drunken Danes, or something far worse. I should discuss these clues with Wulfhilda. Wulfhilda, I have learned all I can from the villagers and those dead beasts.
And what is your take on the mystery? Still believe a wolf or bear did these things?
This is not the work of a woodland creature. The bite marks, the mold, most odd.
So you admit this is the devil's work? Or one of your wooden dragons come to life?
A few maulings do not make for a devil or a dragon. It must be a man, or a pack of them. The girl mentioned a name. Grendel.
No. No mortal hand could rend flesh in such a way. Surely you see that.
I have seen the worst the hands of men can do. Deeds bloodier than this.
And these men stalk the night, slaying cattle as they go.
True. This thing I cannot explain.
3 times these attacks have happened. Each time, bite marks, broken bones, and streaks of mold. Something wicked walks in East Anglia. Some other animals were attacked in the woods northeast of here.
Let us go.
This way.
Alright, so we gotta go. Does it give me a location? It does. That's gonna be it for tonight. I need to get some rest, which I have been neglecting recently. For Friday, I had said that I was going to do a 5:30 stream, then to 8 o'clock, then to 10 o'clock. I forgot that I have a Christmas party at work. It's nothing large. Everybody's wearing masks. It's kind of a partially mandatory. Not really, but it'd be good if I'm there. So what that means is that the first stream, if I'm able to stream, is going to be at 8 o'clock, which will be the Jackbox night. If you guys had not heard, I am taking over Jackbox from Jovia, so we will be doing Jackbox, and I do need to create a Jackbox